there's still unrest in U.S., Israel, and Iran. What do you make of? The last time when I was talking to you, you said we shouldn't press the panic button.
Yeah.
Should we still, do you still maintain that position that we shouldn't press the panic button, or how do you see all this happening before the World Cup in US?
Well, I am of the strongest opinion that we should not still press the panic button because if you monitor the global activities going on, the global conversations and the discussions about the world, about the war in Iran, Israel, and USA, majority of the world leaders are seeking for a diplomatic solution to what is happening. The European Union leaders met and they are also seeking for a diplomatic solution instead of a military invasion or intervention. And so I think that along the line, the main character, Donald Trump, may listen to the voices of these European leaders. May listen to the voices of these European leaders and back down for peace to reign. But nevertheless, the war in Iran, Israel, and USA is making a lot of negative impact on football. As we speak, Nigeria is supposed to play Iran. We don't know whether the match will come on or not. But from my checks that I did, I'm told the match will be played, I think, in Turkey or so.
Egypt, is it not the same Iran?
Yes.
We're hoping that they said they are pulled out of the qualifiers.
Yes, Iran, these were reports that they were pulling out of the World Cup. But according to the Asian Football Confederation, they have not reported to them officially that they are pulling out of the World Cup. Yes, there are stories going around saying that Iran is not prepared to play in the World Cup. They want to get out of the World Cup because of these security implications and unrest in their region.
And Donald Trump also said that they shouldn't even come.
And Donald Trump says that, well, if you come, you are welcome. But if you decide not to come, he doesn't care. You can choose not to come. So that's why I'm saying that Mr. Trump is the main character here. Everything is centered around him. If he decides to bring peace to the world tomorrow, there will be peace.
And the World Cup will
go on. Well, but if he's going on the trend that he is going on, then I doubt. Anyway, so there is a serious, negative effect on the World Cup. Qatar was supposed to host a football festival. Spain and Argentina will be playing in Qatar. Egypt and Saudi Arabia will be playing. In fact, these two teams are going to camp in Qatar. But from the way the situation is, Qatar has called off all these competitions. And so the Egypt-Saudi Arabia match will now be played in Turkey instead of Qatar. And then the UEFA has also cancelled the match between Spain and Argentina. Cut the team. Why are you distracting us?
Okay.
Yeah. So it is obvious that the war is affecting everything. It's not only affecting football, it's affecting sports in general. It's affecting the economy. Petrol prices or fuel prices are on the increase. Prices of goods and services are also on the increase, all because of this war. And of course, immediately oil is affected, immediately gas and fuel and whatever is affected in the global economy. It affects everything, and it's also affecting football. And so football, because of all this unrest, a lot of matches that were supposed to take place in the Middle East have been cancelled. And in the next few days, it's an opportunity for all the clubs to
all the countries.
Yeah, for all the countries to play friendly matches to get themselves prepared for the competition. So what about the countries that are in the Middle East that have qualified? They don't even have the peace of mind to concentrate on their preparations and their training. So it's a very difficult situation, but let's hope that things get better soon.
But based on just your analysis, do you think that the 2026 World Cup will be staged successfully as compared to previous World Cups that we've watched?
If the World Cup is organized without any form of security breaches, without any form of, let's say, excuse me, say bombing or attack on any team in the three countries, and we are done, and we can say that successfully it has been organized. But from the look of things, we don't even know what these terrorists are up to, because Israel is battling them in Lebanon. The Hezbollahs and whatever, Israel is fighting them in Lebanon. Israel has succeeded in killing the Iranian leader, the supreme leader. And you know, these people, they want to take revenge at all costs.
They are connected.
And it's possible they may be planning something crazy for the World Cup. Let us hope that they don't get to that, and then everybody enjoys the World Cup in peace. People go to the stadium safely and come out of the stadium safely.
Now let's look at our neighbors, the Nigerians. They failed to qualify for the World Cup in 2026. As in, they are now into playoffs. Would you say that if they don't qualify for this 2026 World Cup, that is going to be the end of the Nigerian football? What do you envisage?
I think the door is already closed on Nigeria. DR Congo took that slot, and they are moving on to play other playoffs to, seek qualification to the World Cup. So Nigeria, for now, they are out of the World Cup. There's nothing they can do about it, and it is obvious they are not happy with the situation. Remember the last World Cup in Qatar, Nigeria couldn't qualify. Ghana qualified at their expense. Good. And it's something that is still eating them up, taking into consideration their rivalry with Ghana and the kind of relationship that Ghana has with them. That is one. Two, Nigeria sees themselves as one of the big nations in Africa. And of course, they are. They won the AFCON, I think, 4 times or so. They've been to the World Cup many times, even before Ghana went to the World Cup. They've excelled at the World Cup. They also did so well, I think, in is it US?
The 1996 World
the
Cup.
1996. No, it's 96 World Cup. Yeah. So it's one of the big weeks in Ghana, in African football. It's unfortunate they've not been able to qualify for the World Cup. Somebody may say, oh, because they were paired with Ghana in the same group, that's why they couldn't make it. Unfortunately, the last time they were not paired with Ghana, but they still couldn't make it. It's a worrying situation for Nigerian football. They have a lot of quality players, the Osimhens, the Lookmans, and the rest. It's unfortunate they couldn't make it to the World Cup. And of course, the Nigerians are not happy with the situation. The last time they, at the AFCON in Morocco, they tried to win the AFCON
to appease their
fans, or to atone for their sins. That also didn't go in their favor. So you could really see that Nigerians are not happy with their favorite Super Eagles. But the issue is that if you look at their trend, you see, they've also not been consistent with their coaching. They've sacked coaches. It was Austin, then Gore, and all those ways they have come to coach the national team. And then, if you don't perform within few matches, they just let you go. So the kind of technical inconsistency that they have with their team is also affecting the progress of the national team. And then, judging from what happened at the last AFCON, where Osimhen was shouting on some of his colleagues, I am tempted to believe that, yes, they have the quality, yes, they are good players in the team, but I think egos are at play. They feel they are big stars, and they are not ready to tone down, or they are not ready to, humble themselves in the team for them to have a very peaceful camp and a very good cohesion for them. I think it's also one of the reasons or the factors affecting their national team.
But what do you think they should do or they can do for them to bounce back? Because when it comes to Africa, we really need Nigeria to be at its best. What do you think they should do to bounce back?
Well, I think that the Nigerian national team or the Nigerian FA, they know the mistakes they have committed. They know the things they have done that have denied them appearance at the Global Football Festival on 2 consecutive occasions. And they are in the best position to do or to correct those errors or those things that they didn't do right that denied them 2 World Cups. Now, aside that, from afar, I think that they have to look at the way and manner they change coaches. It's been, I mean, too sad, too regular or too often. I mean, coaches are changed, I mean, in a very short time, and it's not bringing stability into the technical. Look at Ghana. We have issues with Otuado, but the FA has maintained Otuado, and it is my hope that he learns from all the things that are happening to the team so that he becomes a better coach. Look at Senegal. They went for Aliou Cisse. They kept him for a very long time, and he delivered. The recent success at Morocco was not the sole responsibility of the last, is it Papa Thiaw,
Yeah,
their coach? No, I think that
it
he's
was the
building
build-up.
on the legacy of Aliou Cisse. And so Nigeria must also learn to do such a thing. They must learn to be consistent with their technical team, especially the head coach, so that they will get the results they are looking for. But if they continue changing coaches, then of course they will not get there once more. The next World Cup is in West, is in Spain, Morocco, and where?
The three
And
countries.
Portugal. They have to be there. If they don't make it, then I think that they have not learned from their lessons or mistakes.
Finally, from now till the next World Cup, there's a lot of years ahead of us. You think around that time, Victor Osimhen should you think he should still be playing from your judgment? Do you think Nigeria still has quality
Yeah.
to be able to qualify for the next World Cup?
See, when it comes to talent and quality on the continent, Nigeria is one of the countries that has that much talent, that much quality. Cameroon, the same. I mean, these are countries that are always having great footballers, quality players, capable of leading the team or being in the national team, and capable of competing at the highest level. I will not count on only Osimhen, but I believe that there are other equally good players who are coming into the team who may take his place if in the course of time his form dips. Nigeria is always having quality players. There are players all over the world playing in almost all the leagues in the world. And so they can always come up with quality players and quality talent.
Okay.